I'm going to introduce a new word to you this week as we talk about business development, sales, marketing, and customer relationship management in this unusual time. And that phrase is persistency. Persistency is the combination of persistence and consistency. And these are the two greatest challenges most people in the business to business world have with sales and marketing. They struggle with both of them. They struggle with persistence because they're concerned that the people they're communicating with will perceive them as being pests and that they'll perceive them as being salesy. And so, in order to avoid that risk, they avoid being persistent, lest they take the risk of being viewed in a negative light. In the process, they dramatically overestimate this risk, and they therefore miss the opportunity to communicate effectively with very busy people who need their products and services. In the film The Founder, which is the story of the founding of McDonald's, Ray Kroc, who was the sales and marketing genius that made the company scale, said that the number one key to success in business and perhaps even in life is persistence. Nothing else can replace the power of persistence. That is absolutely true. The second challenge that so many people struggle with in sales and marketing is consistency. There is this sense that when we market and communicate, that we need to constantly have a completely new creative concept every time we do so, and that if we do something and it doesn't generate the intended returns, that means it's a failure and we should do something else. I have this conversation all the time with clients and prospects. And the most effective thing we can do is encourage them to slow down their quickness to judge the effectiveness of a particular effort. We've had clients who've been concerned about doing webinars or doing other programs because their attendance numbers aren't what they hoped for. And they finally realize that it takes 3, 6, 9 months, sometimes a year or two, to build the strength of that experience so that they fill the webinar almost effortlessly. And by the way, those webinars with only a handful of people in them weren't a waste of time. If you follow Gary Vee, those of you who are interested in social media strategy know that he talks about building pillar content on a reverse pyramid. You create one content item and you leverage it in pieces and parts 100 times over. So, persistence and consistency are the two keys to business growth success in any era, but especially in this one. If you're hesitating to follow up with someone because you're worried you're going to bug them, don't hesitate. They are busy just like you. And if they are interested in your products and services, they need constant, friendly, positive, enthusiastic, but constant reminders that talking with you needs to be a top priority. We've had people who become clients who have later said it took 7, 10, 12 times before they were finally able to sit down and make time for the conversation. And they knew they needed our services, and that if we hadn't been that persistent, the conversation never would have happened, and they would have missed an opportunity to improve their business. So think about that over the next week. Persistency. How can you bring the combination of persistence and consistency to your sales, marketing, customer relationship, and business development efforts? I assure you doing so will help you achieve new goals that you thought previously were not possible. One of the key ways to do this is with the right tools. And that's why next week we're holding a free webinar on using some of the tools that can help you achieve persistency. I'm going to put a link under this video. So please feel free to click on that link and register for our upcoming webinar, where we'll be talking with Chris Moore from HubSpot about how to use the HubSpot tools to support your efforts to be persistent and consistent in your communication efforts. Thanks again. Have a great day.